how stubborn you are.
Just do it.
And for the ladies, if you do got a guy who is using the same towel to shower and wipe their face, like you definitely need to go get him in plug with her,
or just have him watch this video, and you got two guys over here explaining it. So
yeah.
And then send us a text.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another episode of the Plan Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
This is Jose.
And as you can see, Eric is not here with us today, unfortunately. He's got some other priorities to tend to, but the show must go on. But before we get started, we actually got a special guest today. Our good friend Crystal here.
Sounds like this. I wish we had the apartment. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always edit it.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Yeah. We should think about getting a device like that. I heard there's one that you can actually get that does like all that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe we'll look into it to the future. But yeah, we got a guest here today. Again, please like, subscribe, and comment on any of our recent videos. We've actually really been busy uploading, actually. But it's actually been a minute since we actually been like here, like sitting down, just like catching up and everything. But yeah, if you guys haven't looked at the past videos, feel free to. And again, like, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate the feedback, positive feedback. But any negative, it is what it is. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So, like always, how we always start off the podcast is we always do like check-ins just to see how each other's doing. So I'll start with Jose.
Sure.
How you doing?
So, first things first, doing well. I mean, very blessed. One of the biggest things as well that with me is, I will admit, I am kind of tired because, as many of you who may not know, but I started working a new work shift at my actual full-time job, which I got the promotion as well too. So the only thing that sucks is that I work the overnight shifts. I will tell you this though, those that work the overnight shifts, as I'm looking at you guys, yep, just kidding. You guys are some tough soldiers out there, because I'll tell you right now, like, I don't think I've ever witnessed a challenge like that, and I've done multiple overnights throughout like my working career, but this is actually the first time where I do like many of them consistently, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's not that the job is hard in itself, it's probably, in my personal opinion, it's probably like one of the easiest things to do, but it's just the hardest thing is just staying up. That's the only thing that's like the hardest thing. The other thing as well too, since I started doing the overnight shifts, I feel like I'm becoming more of a coffee addict now. So, you know, I've been drinking a lot of coffee. I try to shy away from energy drinks because usually with energy drinks, even though they do give me the energy, but the amount of times that if I do drink it, it's gonna take its toll. Same with coffee as well, but I think coffee is just a bit more healthier. Other than that, I mean, I have a bunch of like life goals that I want to go through, and I was just letting Crystal know about this in the beginning. Now I'm motivated to, you know, do some future purchases, which is getting my own house. And as many of you guys know this, well, I know you know this, Jeremy. Whenever I want something, I work hard until I get it. You know what I mean? So all this hardship, all this struggle that I'm going through, it's all going to be for something. You know what I mean? So I can't really just say that I can't complain just how it's going, but I'm just blessed to say that I'm given the opportunity and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Well, hey, that's good. Actually like that. That's actually good to hear. So I'll go. So for me, everything's actually been really good. I can't complain. I mean, like, here and there are moments where you get like overwhelmed, but you just like get right back on it. I would say like the only thing, I think the only thing is just like kind of getting overwhelmed with like work and school, especially since school's about to come to an end. So that's when they really like put like all the assignments and everything on you. It's not hard assignments or anything, but it's just like sometimes it becomes like a lot at moments, especially when it's like writing assignments or like just other things in that nature. Another thing too, actually started like therapy too, like therapy sessions recently, so that's been going good. Another thing is too internships. That's kind of a it's like exciting, but it's kind of a pain because it's like you gotta meet the requirements to even start an internship. Like, gotta have a certain GPA. Gotta do like interviews and give out like multiple resumes. Like it's like a regular job. It's a job, but you're not getting paid. That's the only downside of an internship. But other than that, everything's good. So yeah, like at the end, I can't really complain about anything.
Point is, it's just gonna get better. That's the way I see it. So
yeah, definitely appreciate it. Let's give it to Crystal then. How's everything been for you?
Everything's been good. It's been a busy month, thankfully, at the salon. Well, most of you don't know, but I do facials, waxing, and body treatments, like exfoliating wise. And right now I'm renting from a salon owner, but actually today I'm gonna be moving to my own location. So we're just gonna clean it out, move our furniture.
That deserves an applause right there. So
Put in our own.
there we go.
So
Someone outside's just like, yeah. And I'm like, whoa, what the?
So by the end or start of next month, I'm gonna be over there. So
Okay.
that's what's been going on with me.
Okay. Anything like personal? Everything personal good?
No, everything personal is fine.
Okay.
Thankfully.
No, that's good. That's always good to hear. Well, that was a good check-in. So just to like just pivot on to the next. You did talk about like what you do, like your occupation and everything, because I was gonna ask like
Oh,
like you already did like the introduction, but just like explain to everybody, like hopefully I say it right because I always get it messed up.
Esthetician.
Esthetician.
Yeah.
Okay, esthetician. All right.
Yes.
Can you explain to everybody?
Not spelled.
I got it right here. Can you please?
Spell it.
ESTHETICIAN.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
see?
now spell Parangarating.
Nah. But could you please explain to everybody what that is? Because I know a lot of people don't. But I mean, I'm pretty sure people have seen videos, but they just don't know exactly what the name of what you do is.
Yeah. So it's basically like a beauty expert, but I don't do hair. That's literally what it is. Like, I don't style hair, I don't cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
I basically do everything else.
Right. Okay.
It's a little more skincare focused versus like cosmetologists. I feel like they focus more on hair
Yeah.
and makeup.
Makeup. Okay.
I never knew cosmetology has to do with hair. I thought that had to do with just makeup.
No, it's mostly hair.
Oh, it's mostly
So
hair.
like most, if not all hairstylists are cosmetologists.
Wow, I learned something new. Okay.
Yeah, so many different names for all that because you got like what she just said, cosmetologist.
Yeah.
I don't know the name for like nails.
Nail tech.
Just nail tech.
Oh yeah, I mean they do a little bit of nails, cosmetologists,
Yeah.
but nail techs go more in
Yeah.
depth. So
Yeah.
there's like it's a branch from cosmetology,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more skincare focused.
Yeah. No, it's good. Thank you for like letting everybody know about that.
I was gonna say now my brain just because I'm like wow, there's a lot of
Yeah, so
there's a lot of things that I didn't know. So
it's a lot, and it's a lot that's like really important that you don't pay attention to. Like when it comes to that, it's like, cause like whenever you go to like a doctor or something, they sometimes recommend you go to places like that, and you're just like,
Where
I
do
never,
find it?
yeah. It's like, where do I find it? It's like I didn't even know this was that important to really like pay attention to. Like I could tell you, like I didn't really start getting like really serious about like my skin and everything probably like a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Like it was always.
Yeah, the skin is the largest organ of the body, so
Yeah.
you gotta protect it.
Yeah. No.
trying to
You
turn this
are
up. Technical. There we go.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, but yeah.
Sure, this sign just was.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I didn't really start getting serious about that until like a few years ago. But it's just like, once I like booked the first session with you, you start explaining everything, I was like, whoa, like this is like really important to like pay attention to. And just like I couldn't imagine like the other things you need to go to, like a cosmetologist for your hair, like how really important your hair is. Like
Yeah,
you just
have to
think
care of it and
you
stuff.
just think doing the basic things you're like, oh, I should be fine, but it's like it's like, nah, like you should be adding extra, you know, extra things to your everyday, like,
Extra
yeah.
nourishment.
So yeah. So some other questions I gotta ask for you.
Yeah.
So like, what made you wanna like pursue like this
Okay.
esthetician?
So, I mean, basically growing up, I would see my grandma taking care of herself. Like,
Yeah.
she would wash her face in the morning, you know, put on face cream. And she would, when I was like 9, I started taking care of my own skin.
Yeah.
Like, she bought me my first little kit, like face wash, exfoliant, moisturizer. And she's like, oh, you have to use this like every day, twice a day. And she would give me like little home care remedies, like you make it yourself at home. And even before that, like as a toddler, I would like be interested in like people's skin.
Yeah.
Like I would just look at it, or I would feel the texture.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, oh look, you have a scab.
Yeah.
I don't know, things like that.
No.
So I've always been interested in it.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. At least you like found your calling at like an early age compared to like, well, like us, you know, you had to like figure it out later on. But no, it's good.
Yeah.
So, just to like piggyback off that, like what's a everyday, like what is your schedule like every day as like an
On a daily
esthetician?
basis.
Yeah.
So it's mostly like behind the scenes things, like website creation or like posts I have to schedule. You know, obviously getting more clients. What else? Just make sure I'm keeping our Instagram like on track, like posting semi-consistently
Right.
and things of that sort. Just putting our name out there.
For sure. So,
Uh-huh.
so you're basically like your own boss. Like you got to keep up and
Yeah.
your own thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, maybe when you make it big, you can like hire somebody to take care of stuff like
Oh.
that.
Is that you trying to say, hey, like you need someone, I got you.
Yeah, maybe.
I was gonna say, I can see by your body posture, you're like, yeah, you know, if you need someone.
No,
It's nothing wrong with networking. You know?
That's
No,
true.
yeah,
That is
it
true.
is.
Nothing wrong.
Well, it's actually mine and my mom's business.
Yeah.
Since she does the administration
Mm-hmm.
and I do the hands-on like facials and all that.
Right.
So she's a big help.
Yeah, for
Without
sure.
her, like, I don't know where I'd be, to be honest.
No, for
Literally.
sure. Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's why we all love our mamas.
yeah. I think that's kind of like, I think in some ways like the best way to go, like a family like business.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, you know,
I trust her 100%.
Yeah. Everybody like gets a piece of it, you know,
Mhm.
like who you trust and everything, and then you can always trust your mom with like anything. So it's like you don't really have anything to worry about in that manner. So like just like you don't have to say like a number, like how many clients would you say like you have like
on a daily basis.
on a daily basis too, or even like in general, like?
So I try to book everyone in one day if I can, because
Okay.
like going for one,
Yeah.
2 people, like it's kind of like.
Yeah,
So I would say like 4 to 5 a day.
4 or 5 a
Yeah.
day.
I try
Okay.
to keep back to back.
Right.
So I'm not like coming back an hour later or 2, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, if you say like a day, like try to book everybody like in a day, ooh,
Yeah.
I can see it. But I feel like, you know, like again, like once you like make it big and you know, like the prices go up, that's when it's like, maybe like, would you say like, 2
Well, I just feel like, you know, it's the way she's explaining it is just more like a beginning stage, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
for sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, as the business grows, as she gets more clients, and obviously, you know, like, what's that one popular quote? It's like, nobody knows their own worth but yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. I mean, her prices might change, which obviously, you know, like, you know, it's,
It'll happen.
you know, no, and it will. So,
Yeah.
and you know, eventually she'll be like, okay, you know, I can price this at more now, and if my clients like the way that I work, I can maybe charge it more, and then and next thing you know, like what she gets with 2 clients, she can get it with 1 client, and she'll be like, okay, cool, I'll be all set. But again, she's just now starting, so I mean, at the end of the day, that's how everybody begins, and that's just how a business goes.
I just thought of something funny. So, a question I have for you is, because I got asked by my barber this one time. So, you have like a favorite like music artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say like you're working, right? You're working, you're like in the middle of a client, and then say like your favorite music artist just randomly just stumbles into your place of work, like instantly needing like a facial. Would you like at that moment tell the client who's currently to get in to get on my table?
No.
Would you? Okay.
No special treatment.
No
You're
special-
one of my favorite artists.
Right.
Every client is like special. You know what I mean? Like, like they have to have their special treatment.
I mean,
Like,
shit.
it's not
Maybe
like-
maybe her client might like the same type of song. Maybe who knows? Then
Right.
they have a party in there.
No, even if they're like, oh, I'm gonna walk out if
You know.
you don't take me right now, then I'm like, okay, like there's plenty of others
Yeah.
that can take you right now.
And I feel like I love that you said that, because it takes a lot to have that mentality happen, because it's like some people usually take it as like, oh, like, I mean, I don't want to like compare like your business to like other like multi-million-dollar franchises, but it's like, like for example, where I work, I've had one of those customers where they're just like, oh, like, congratulations, you lost 1 customer. I'll be like, okay, go ahead, I don't care. In her case, she really can't say that, but as time goes on, you know what I mean, it's like, it'll happen as well too. So that's just but what I'm trying to say though is that, like, just you having that mentality where it's saying, okay, well, there's others, you know what I mean, it's like it says a lot, you know what I mean, because it just shows that you have such a strong mind that you don't want to give up, that okay, one bad apple ruined the other one, so all the other ones are going to be like that. So
Yeah. So like another question I had is like do you provide any other services besides like just the main like facial?
So yeah, I also have exfoliating body treatments.
Okay.
Like body scrub, body wrap, things of that sort.
Can you explain to us like this like body like scrub and body wrap?
So body scrub is basically like a facial. Wait, no, that's the body wrap.
Yeah.
So body scrub is, I mean, it kind of basically is a facial, but
Right.
like without the mask part.
Okay.
And the body wrap is actually like a facial because it includes the mask.
Right.
And also during the masking part, you would be wrapped in aluminum foil.
Whoa.
So.
Yeah, like a baked potato.
Yeah,
Say, gonna be looking like the what's that one character from Toy Story?
Look like the Dollar Tree Iron Man. No, but I never knew about those services like to be like wrapped in foil. Dang.
That holds in the moisture.
The
better.
moisture better. See, that's the thing. Like I always say, like you never know this stuff is like really important to your body until you start doing it, until you start seeing the results and stuff. Cause it's like, I kid you not. Like I think I told you like last week when I actually came in for my second like facial. It's like I did see like improvements with like the little small traces of acne I do have,
The protection.
and then the protection. And then you told me like some of my pores were already shrinking down. And then I took like the recommended new facial cleansers that you recommended. So yeah, I've been seeing like a big change.
Yeah, and even with me, like I know I've even told you, and I don't know if you remember, it was a day that we did the Hollywood hike. Remember how like it was super hot that day, and we were all like sweating and all this other stuff. What I remember, and I remember I even told you this one too, is that like usually when I sweat, my sweat usually, because I sweat a lot, my sweat usually gets stuck in my face and it just feel icky. Since I've been getting like my facial treatments with her, it like literally just drips down.
Yeah.
It literally drips down. So that just kind of shows that like her facials are really doing something, and it's really showing an improvement when it comes to stuff like that. And I'll be honest, I never even knew it was such a thing like that. So now it's kind of cool, but obviously now it's like even when I work out, it's like drenched and everything too. So
No, definitely. And I never knew how important, like, I think I was also talking to you about it last week, like, the importance of using sunscreen every day,
Oh yeah.
even when the sun's not out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the sun is out, you probably still feel, like, some of the UVs. Like, even, like, in the winter, it's like you're still supposed to, well, you're supposed to use it all season, like, all year round sunscreen. And I never knew that. And I was like, wow. So it's like, just, like, coming to you now, and it's like, also doing research on my own, even more into like, you know, what I can do to improve more of my, you know, my face and stuff, and, you know, just body all around. It's like, it's fascinating that I've been finding stuff like this that I did not know of, and I'm gonna start like including it into like my everyday, like just morning and night routine. So yeah.
I mean, that's the main thing. Like, I don't not only want you to have a good experience in the salon, but also leave with more information. Like, you know, because I'm not gonna be like, oh, like I'm not gonna tell you so you can keep coming back to me. Like, no,
Yeah.
that's not the point. But going back to what you were saying, like most people think facials and all that stuff is a gimmick.
Mhm.
Like, oh, it won't work. Like,
Mhm.
but the thing is with that, they go once and they expect results, or like, you know.
it's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's
And
like,
they have like high expectations, and it's like it doesn't work like that.
yeah, you gotta keep
You
consistent.
gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
And you know, speaking about that too, I feel like honestly, like I feel like more guys should really be doing that because it kind of goes with that social stigma. It's like, oh, facials are for girls, facials are this.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't mean to sound like a hypocrite, but I was one of those guys
Yeah.
as well too. So
You know what? That is the next question I was gonna ask too. Like,
Oh.
is it
Perfect.
is it for all genders? Because I feel like, you know, us as guys, like we got a way of just like making everything seem so like, you know, like feminine,
Mm.
homosexual. You know, like
Okay.
even like I know like we joke around about it, but it's just like some guys like really believe that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and in this case, it's like, you know, I still even see guys like now, like sometimes when I do watch other estheticians on like whether it's Facebook or Instagram, like their reels, like doing it, some guys in the comment like, why are you getting facials? And it's like, all you need is like just a towel,
towel, body soap,
lotion, that's it. And it's like,
and you know what's funny? Like the amount of memes that I see where it's like I just don't understand that. Just with us guys, it'd be like, oh yeah, just a bar of soap, just
bar of soap. Some of them are like, I use the same towel that I use to take a shower. I'm like, you know.
It's funny you said that because I literally had to. I mean, not to expose people, but like,
Yeah.
I literally had to tell this guy to get like buy their own face towel.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're using the same towel as your body.
Yeah.
No wonder you're
Yeah.
You know, speaking about towels, I know this is totally random, but I don't know why, but I just had this conversation with a friend when I went to Dave & Buster's on Thursday. We were just drinking. I was like, you know what? Something I've always wondered. What's the point of it? What's the point of a shower with? What's the point of a towel? You know, like you shower to get clean, but then you clean yourself up and somehow the towel is still dirty. And then we were like thinking, holy shit, yeah, that is true. So.
Well,
That's why you wash it afterwards.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's just like, you know, obviously the whole entire stigma of taking a shower is clean yourself, but then you're just like, well, damn. Then why does a towel get dirty then?
But I mean, hey,
You gotta get under all the nooks and crannies. Like, I don't know.
sometimes you just need to scrub harder, you know. You know, but yeah, like just going back to that, it's like, you know, you see a lot of guys who say that, like, you know, I use the same towel that I use to take a shower, and you know, all I do is just wash my face, you know,
with a bar of soap.
with a bar of soap, or just not even a bar of soap, like just hot water.
Just hot water. So.
You know what
Yeah.
kills me? The like 3-in-1, the 8-in-1 products.
Oh,
Like, oh my god, those are an absolute nightmare to me.
those are fake. I feel like those are just lying to you. I don't know if you know what she's talking about.
I actually don't.
The 3-in-1s, like it's sort of like the same with like you know, shampoo, 3-in-1 shampoo.
Like
which is-
I know the
body
shampoo.
wash,
Yeah, I know the
face
shampoo
wash.
3-in-1. Yeah.
but it's the same with like
Oh, with the face as well.
like soap or something.
Like they
the-
use it on their face.
Yeah,
or
the 3-in-1.
Some guys. I know somebody that used to do
And
it.
it's-
I'm not gonna say who.
I guess they're trying to be cheap. You know, they don't, they see the prices of those facial cleansers and all that.
Wait, hold up. Guys use 3-in-1 soap to wash their face?
Yeah. Be surprised,
Yeah.
man. It's a wild world out here, man.
I've heard it all.
When literally in the bottle it says 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner.
Some of them say face wash on it.
Oh, some of them.
Yeah, some of them say shampoo, conditioner, face wash, and who knows what else they add on there.
Because I would say, because I use Old Spice 3-in-1 shampoo, but,
Oh.
but I don't use it for my face though. That's just, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just. Now I really gotta do my research now.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's why we have her, right?
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just like we just see how crazy this is.
Yeah.
Like, going into it.
No, I
But
mean,
it's just like, it's not even that. It's just like kind of like the stigma in general. You know what I mean? Like,
well, right, of course.
it's just
So.
like a lot of like feminism going around, you know. And I mean, I'm here to say, like, you know, like being like a little bit younger, I kind of in some ways believe that too. Like, you know, like, oh, like I don't need to go to all this to, you know. But it's kind of like as you get older, you want to be more like appealing, and you know, you want to feel good. You know, it's not just about like just being appealing, but sometimes it's good for like self-help too. Like,
It's very
because I
helpful.
feel good when I do like my morning routine of like facial cleansing and all
Yeah.
that stuff in that manner. Like,
Yeah, and I will say though, like ever since I've been getting like my sessions done with you, like I feel like I've never felt more cleaner in my in my general time, because I don't know. Usually with me, I always like. I mean, this might sound funny, but like I sometimes even take like 2 or 3 showers a day sometimes, because I just, you know, I'll wake up, I have to shower.
yeah.
Once I come home from work, I shower. And then sometimes even when I go to sleep or just go to the gym, I shower, because I feel I don't want to feel like all disgusting, icky, and all this other stuff
Yeah.
too. And since getting like my face, like, you know, my face cleaned up as well too, it's definitely made me feel more confident in just like the way that my looks go, if that makes sense. So.
Right.
And one of the things that I personally like too, especially with like most of my female friends, they've complimented my face. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know, your face looks clean." And I mean, call me if I'm wrong, but like some females like it when guys take care of their their face as well too. So
I mean, I'd be scared if a girl didn't. That's a girl who I would avoid. Because, you know, like, I mean, it's the same in both roles. Like, I pay attention to, like, how a girl, like, looks. Not, like, looks, but, like, you know,
Takes
like,
care of
face.
herself.
Yeah, it's like, you look like, you know.
But I feel like most guys really don't, you know what I mean? Because I feel like most guys, they just want to focus on like body image, you know what I mean? They don't want to focus on
The
this,
details.
you know what I mean? So
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know how that's going to turn out.
well,
but,
that's true.
you know, I mean, even...
Well, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
It's not like you go to a club, you're like, oh man, like her face looks great, you know what I mean? It's like,
Sure, I still do.
well, you do, but
Yeah.
not many,
Nah, man.
not many,
Yeah.
not many guys do.
Yeah.
So I mean, me, I just check out their personality.
Yeah, Yeah, I get you. No, I agree with you, personality, but you know, I look at stuff like that too. You know, like she take care of herself and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, like I mean, definitely, hygiene is one of the biggest ones for me too. So, because I mean, pretty sure nobody wants to smell like shit. So
I mean, but yeah, like I don't think we really even like really asked you like, what's your take on like this? Like obviously like you believe it's for all genders. Like we see it in your videos and everything, but it's just like anything you want to add to like guys who say that? Because I mean, some women too who agree with that. Like, you know, like a guy shouldn't be doing all this.
Yeah,
You know.
it's that old mindset.
Yeah, and it's like when girls say that, they also say like it gives off like like gay vibes. You know, and it's like nah, it's like what's wrong with me like wanting to take care of myself?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like I said before, like I think it's for everybody. You know.
Yeah.
Most of my clients are guys, so they shouldn't feel uncomfortable getting a service done.
Right.
Because if anything, I feel like guys are the most like ones that need help.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, like I don't even know where to start.
Mhm.
Whereas women, like I guess we're a little more, knowledgeable in that area. But even women have like questions on skincare. They're like, oh, like there's so many things on the market that they like push to you. It's for all skin types, like it's for everybody. It's like no, it has to be targeted toward your skin type and your needs. So
No,
yeah, that's
definitely.
my take on that.
No, definitely. So just like another question I want to ask, you don't have to name any names. So have you had a client where their face was just like, like, you know?
Sorry, I just had to throw it in there. Hey, was it true or?
Right. Literally, I mean, in some ways you could say that. Like, yeah, we can go with that. You don't have to name any names. It's just like, like.
Yeah, there's been a couple, but that's what I'm here for, to like boost their confidence.
Yeah.
That's mainly why I do this, because I want people to feel confident and comfortable in their own skin.
Right.
And that's my slogan, like I want people to feel comfortable.
So you know what's funny? This is gonna be so random, but when I first started getting my facial, like I'll be honest, like I thought I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna be looking like that one scene from Squidward when he was like so fully handsome and all this other stuff. So. But I mean that's usually what I like imagine when it comes to stuff like that. But I mean obviously I don't have that perfect jawline or whatever, but it's like it's definitely clean like that. You know what I mean? So so I'm pretty sure that's like almost how all your clients look like. You know what I mean? So, so that's always good. So yeah.
That's it. So, also gotta ask, like, when it comes to like the products that you use, like, would you say like, is it targeted for all skin types that you use, or do you like I know like you do your own research, so you got like different products like lined up for different skin types and all. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. So actually, it varies per facial.
Okay.
So each facial has their own products. So let's say you're getting the Acne Clarifying. You're going to get a gel cleanser.
Okay.
Versus the S'mores facial, that's for more dry skin types.
Yeah.
You're going to get the Milk Cleanser.
Okay.
So it's more hydrating.
Okay.
The gel cleanser is more like oil combating, if you will.
Right.
So vice versa. And, I mean, etc. not vice versa.
Right.
I'm just curious. This might be a stupid question, but how can you tell what people's skin how their skins are? Because is it just? I mean, this might sound stupid, but is it like, oh, let me just? Yep, I know.
I mean, sometimes it's more apparent than others. But I mainly determine that during the analysis.
Oh, okay.
So when I sit down and observe the skin, I could see what skin type they are. It's mostly based on their pore size.
Okay.
Because if they have really small pores, like obviously no oil, that's dry.
Yeah.
If they have larger pores, especially in the T-zone, that's oily skin.
When you say T-zone, is it what's the T-zone?
T-zone is like the nose and like above the forehead.
Oh, is that what this is called?
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes sense.
And then combination is
I don't know
obviously dry in the cheeks, oily here in the T-zone, and the normal skin is like,
Yeah.
normal amount of oils.
Wow, it's kind of cool. It's actually a really cool skill to
Yeah.
have. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure like you still use it on your daily basis. You're out there in public. You're like, yeah, that person has dry ass skin.
Very dry skin.
Believe it or not, I don't.
Really?
I don't really do that.
So it's only just when you're in go mode. Is that when you?
Yeah, I mean sometimes I do observe and I'm like, oh, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, here, you need my business card. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
so
good way to promote. So.
I see you have acne. Like, let me get.
Right.
No, I don't do that.
Someone's like, you're trying to say I'm ugly, something like that. So.
No. Would you also say like, when it comes to doing the facials, would you in the future, I don't know if you already do it, would you recommend like a change in like diet? Because I know diet also plays like a big factor when it comes to like, the face and, the skin.
100%. I can't give nutritional recommendations because I'm not a nutritionist.
Right.
but I can recommend for them to go to a nutritionist.
Mhm.
But I do say to better their diet.
Yeah.
I could be like, oh well, it might be your diet. That's why your face is breaking out.
Yeah.
But I can't be like, oh, you have to change this. You have to stop eating this. I
Right.
can't recommend that because I would be in a lot of trouble for that.
Imagine me at Esther be like, you know why you got this?
Oh.
Because you need to stop eating.
Because you need to stop eating that McDonald's.
Yeah.
Forget
No.
carnitas and all the other shit.
You know, I actually was gonna go into that
You were?
nutritionist.
Nutritionist.
Like I was thinking about doing that
Never too late. You can always add that to your
for my services.
Yeah.
Shit, I feel like if I was a nutritionist, I would just tell them like, hey man, just stop eating. It's just stop eating junk food and eat some spinach from Popeyes.
Sometimes you gotta tell people the truth. You can't be sugarcoating it out here.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No.
You know, and obviously the only thing I do recommend, if they're not drinking enough water, I tell them to drink more water. Obviously.
More water. Yeah.
That's the only thing I say. Anything else, I don't get myself involved with.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely water is like a big key to like, you know,
Healthy
just the
skin.
skin, healthy skin. Like people don't realize how much water does for you, but yeah, it does a lot.
It
Yeah.
does.
So, I also want to ask, so like, I know whenever you get like new clients, you have to fill out like, you know, that whole sheet and everything like
The
that.
forms, yeah.
Cause you know, I mean, I also want to ask, like, could you tell when people have like sicknesses in their face? Cause you asked, like, do you have like any
Any medical
Health-
condition.
health conditions, anything like that? You know, do you use contacts and things of that nature? You know, like, can you tell like off the bat, like,
If they have a health condition.
yeah,
In some cases, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, they definitely do. Like assume. So that's why I ask. I'm not a doctor. I'm not
Right.
gonna be like, yeah, you have this, and that.
right,
Or I could tell you have this, and that.
right,
But when skin conditions do arise, like I see that they have, it might be psoriasis, I tell them, look, you might have psoriasis, so you want to go get that checked out with a professional, a dermatologist.
right,
It's up to them whether they want to go schedule with them.
right,
I cannot prescribe medication,
right,
so I can't help them out in that department. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I was gonna say that's kind of dope that you have a skill like that. Cause man, if I were there, I would just be like, nah, homie, you got AIDS.
or it's like they don't tell you, or you think they have something and they don't tell you. Next, you know, the client's not moving.
You just
Hey, that's what that.
You just tapping them like, hey. It's like, oh snap, they probably did have one.
Hey, that's why I make them sign the
The
form.
way we're
It's liability.
no. Hey, at the end of the day, I always say this: CYOA, cover your own ass.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah. No, definitely. Cause it's like, have you ever had anybody ask you for like prescription, like do you think I should take this, or you know?
What? Like they're like, oh, I've been taking this. Like, what do you think about it? And if it's a medication, I'm like, you should go to your doctor with those questions. I'm not a doctor, you know.
You know what I just thought about? Imagine one of her clients is like, she's like, oh yeah, so what do you take? Oh, I take steroids or some shit, and then she's like,
Well, you know, steroids do cause that acne too.
Yeah, they do.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like hormones.
Yeah, it boosts like the hormones way too hard. That's why you see guys or girls like just like raging too hard, or just like
Roid rage.
just like up here. It can't come down for like an hour or two.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old roid rage.
No, but no, that's like very interesting because in some ways it's like you're like a doctor, but kind of not just like a doctor for the face, you know. But it's like
it's everything but the doctor degree.
right. It's everything but without the
10 years, 14
recommended
years in school.
recommended medication too. Like you can't tell. Well, you can tell them take a certain medication when it comes to the face. Like, hey, I recommend.
Like lotions,
Yeah.
and creams, like topical.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can recommend
Yeah.
the products, but I can't be like, take this medicine, it'll help you. Take this vitamin.
Right.
No, I can't.
Definitely. Oh, that's good.
That's kind of cool though. I never knew there was things like that.
And you know what really boosts my ego? When they're like, Oh yeah, you were right. I did have that skin condition. I went to the dermatologist and they told me I had it. I'm like,
You're like,
I thought the job well done.
you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the entire time you're like, oh really? Did I say that?
No, I remember.
No, because sometimes no, I'm not trying to say that you're like that, but sometimes that's even me too. Like I'll help out like in my job, like I'll help out a client with something, and they'll be like, oh, you recommended me this, and it worked out well, and I'm like, oh cool, that I'm so happy. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I told you, man.
Right. That's how it is too with like clients who I go see. They're like, oh yeah.
Yours is even worse.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I've been working on what. And I'm just like I remember telling them that sometimes I'm shocked. I'm like, oh, you actually really like listen to what, like what I recommended, or
Yeah.
took it to say
I mean,
what
it's a nice feeling, you know.
Yeah.
It
When they
really
actually
is, yeah.
take your suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. No. You got anything else you wanted to ask her, Jose?
Well, the only thing I just wanted to say is, I mean, how do you plan? What are like your future plans when it comes to like this business between you and your mom? Like any like big future plans with it? I mean, because when I first saw you go from that shop to now owning, like, well, I'm curious, is it like your actual own place, or is it still you're just renting?
I'm renting,
You're
but
renting.
it's my own space. You know,
Right.
I'm not sharing a space.
That is true, yeah. So, but eventually you'll like, do you plan on having like open up your own shop to where you can say like, okay, this one is fully mine, or like what's your future plans with this?
You know, I actually want to add more people to do more services like lash lifts, tints, eyebrow lamination.
Wait,
tinting.
tints.
Yeah, like making them darker.
Oh, that's when I think of tints, I think of like car tints. I was like,
Somewhat.
I'm like,
Same.
okay.
It's like, dang, she work on cars too.
I was like, damn, now she works on cars too, man.
No.
I'm like Miss Independent over here. But go on though.
And also like lash extensions, things of that nature. Like something, similar to me, but not really. It's like more to offer, I guess.
What about like cause I also see like in where you're currently at, it's like barber shop too.
Oh yeah, the hair
Would
salon.
you want to like add that too as well?
You know what? We want to stay away from that
You do?
because like hair is everywhere in that
Okay.
salon.
Oh,
It,
okay.
like, sticks to the shoes, the
Right.
everything. It's everywhere.
What if you had like a separate room for that? You know what I mean? Like, cause I see a lot now, like barbers, they have it where it's like they do the whole package now. Also with like the facial thing and then like the haircut before or after that. You know, like.
But I think with that one though, it's just they have like different people for those specific roles. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so it's like I mean I'm not saying that she can't do it, but it's like if she doesn't want to do that, I feel like she might hire like.
Mhm.
But I don't know how that would work. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if it was in a different room, they would bring it along with them with their
Yeah.
shoes. It would stick to their shoes.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. I get you.
it's just messy.
Yeah.
What we do want to add though is hairstylists, like
Yeah.
for hair, like special occasions,
Mhm.
and also like makeup artists. So that's something we want to add in the early future.
No, I think that's cool. You know, you, like I said, you'll probably get so big to where it's like you don't even have to do this anymore. You just have somebody
I
else
just run
running
plates.
running the show while you're like at home chilling or doing something else. You
That's
know?
actually what my goal
Yeah.
would be.
they don't happen. They don't happen.
Right.
We can see that.
Yeah, you can definitely see it too. It would be big.
And she's like that one character from what is it, Bar Rescue?
Oh.
What's that guy's name?
I forgot his name.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? But the one scene that always reminds you of that, it's like that one scene where I guess they're like serving like I'm trying to remember what they did, but it's like I guess like the customer was like, the worker was touching like raw meat and cooked meat at the same time, and he got so freaking furious. He goes inside, and he's just like, "Tell me why I'm mad. Ask me why I'm mad." That's hurts. Be like, "Tell me why I'm mad," and it's just like, well, the entire time it's just nothing even that bad.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's definitely nothing wrong with being your own boss.
It's true.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's like get to the point where you don't have to even do anything anymore. Like I feel like that's a big flex.
Yeah, it's
No,
just
it really
money
is.
comes rolling in.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here. Nothing.
Right. It's like at a, like I said, when she get big, it's gonna be like It's gonna be kind of a privilege to even see her around, or like even like like just be like, oh yeah, like I remember she used to do my facials. Like, oh yeah, like I don't do that anymore. I got other people like doing that for me now. It's like, dang.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like Drake said, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, like, is it also a dream for you? Like, do you want to just own like just one like store, or would you prefer like multiples?
You know what? We actually want to own multiple locations, like maybe 2 or 3.
2 or
for
3?
now.
Okay.
That's our goal. But
Yeah.
starting off with 1 is fun. For now.
Maybe you keep it like make your own like facial cleansers. You know what I mean?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
What would you call them?
Chris's beauty line.
Crystal's Beauty Line.
I
Okay.
don't know. That's just.
No, that's a catchy name.
Yeah.
I just think for drug dealers, they'll be like, ooh. They'll be like, ooh, I want to try that. Whole entire time it's just like some cream or something. They're like, oh, okay.
What?
So, if you had to say, what would be what's like your own personal like favorite like cleanser, like your own favorite like brand when it comes to like facial care?
Products.
Yeah.
I do my research on products, and I don't stay consistent with a certain brand. I just see which ingredients are good. They don't cause me to break out, and I stick with it. I don't stick to a certain brand, typically.
Okay.
So.
I like that you said that actually, because I know a lot of people that usually like to stick with one brand. I never thought about it like that. I never thought that like certain ingredients could go well with others. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I actually use it right now because it's like at one point I was using like it started with like Aveeno, then it went from like Aveeno to Cetaphil, and now Cetaphil I'm using like Neutrogena, which I find that to be actually really good. Neutrogena, and also I hope I'm saying the name of the brand right. Clinique. Clinique, yeah, they're actually really good because I use like their
For a second, I thought you were gonna say Clint Eastwood. I was like, the actor.
No,
I was like, what?
yeah, it's called Clinique, and it's like I use like their non-oily.
Lotion.
Yeah, because it's like I got oily skin, so it's like I have to use like non-oil or non-gel type. So they actually get really good, and then that one I forgot it was that one that you recommended me.
Scrub.
Yeah, that scrub. I think I told you last week too, and I was like, the first time I used it, because it had like all that stuff in it, it's like I used it, and I was like, it started like burning, and I was like, but it wasn't like a bad burn, like all like this. It was like
Like that one.
Felt like
It
it
was
was doing something.
it was doing. I was like, this is like doing something.
like that one scene from SpongeBob.
No, it's like as soon as I start rubbing it in, I just started feeling like that burning sensation, but it wasn't a bad burning sensation. It was like a good burning
Like a
sensation.
tingle.
Yeah, it's like a tingle. I was like, oh, this must be working then.
Imagine your face was sizzling too.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, but no, like it definitely worked too, because it's like I was like feeling it and it felt good. And then like you said, like use it like once a week, so I still been doing that. So yeah, it's going good.
I know you wanted me to say brands, but I'm not gonna say brands, but they're not gonna sponsor me.
Right.
So
Okay.
You know.
No, I mean, hey, that's.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention it.
You're not gonna mention? Oh man. Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Maybe if we decide if we go big, then they'll look at this video and be like, oh
Right.
yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So it's like.
Well, that's every time we're the one that takes credit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So shout out to Neutrogena. They definitely.
You want this one?
Right. They definitely getting your boy right, feeling good. But no, yeah, that's good. Anything else?
Which time do we have left here?
How much time do we have left? Still got like good amount of time. Just got one more thing to ask.
Okay. I'm like trying to think right now, but literally had it in my head, but I can't think about it. But if you wanna go to your next topic,
I
I'll
can't.
remember it. So.
It was actually basically the last topic. I always do this towards the end of each episode. It's Jay Hill's food for thought. So funny thing is, I really couldn't really think of anything, but a couple things did pop into my head. But since we do have like a female here with us today, I kind of wanted to ask like some real stuff because I see it a lot now, and then it's like I always ask the guys like personal things and they're always willing to ask, but like just one. It's always good to sometimes have like a female, I guess, because we get like a female's perspective. But when you look at like the current age we live in, like, do you think like it's hard to date in our current day and age? Like, we just wanted to get like a woman's perspective on it.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
is, because, you know, most people are guys only want one thing.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you don't know who's genuine or who's leading you on or things like that.
Yeah. But what would you say to like, cause you have girls too who kind of like want the guy to already have it all together, like make this certain type of money.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, it goes both ways. Yeah. But it's just like, what do you think about that? Like, do you think that's just?
I mean, that's a high expectation, and most people aren't gonna be like that.
So yeah.
It's just to be real.
There. But do you think like when it comes to both genders, are they kind of like missing out when they look at that instead of like the person, like the
Overall.
person? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you just have to get to know people. Because you can't just judge them based on surface level things.
Yeah.
Like, you have to ask questions or, you know, get to know them.
Yeah.
Something like
Sure.
that. In order to determine your final opinion
Right.
about it.
Definitely. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I mean, I think it just pretty much summarizes just like, you know, her input into it, because obviously with guys' inputs, you know, we're gonna say what guys think, and you know, I like what she said, where it just like goes, you know, it's two-sided as well too. Sometimes we could think the same thing too. Sometimes we could think the opposite as well too. I mean, you know, but it's just like you say, you know, it's always good that we have a female's point of view right here, because I feel like between like us guys and even like some guys that are reviewers here, they can kind of like see just how it is from another opposite gender aspect, if that makes sense. So, but no, I think you know, it was good though. So, but yeah, I still can't even remember what question I was gonna ask her, but I literally had it. So I have a feeling as soon as like the episode ends, I'll be like, wait. But yeah, no, I mean, at the moment I don't have anything. So
No. I do have a few questions.
Nice.
So being a statistician, is it a deal breaker when it comes to a guy if his face is like taken care if it's taken care of and everything?
You know, it's an ideal thing, but like, I wouldn't have an issue with helping him out either.
Right.
Because that's what I'm here for.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
that's just
I mean, I just have the best interest for just everybody.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, only if I talk to you, or
Yeah.
only if I'm close to you, I'm gonna give you the secrets,
Right.
or let you know what's up.
Right.
Just not like that.
Sure. No. Definitely a good-hearted person. Yeah.
Mm.
Feel like in anywhere in like the health industry, you kind of got to be like a
Genuine.
selfless
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of ain't really like that because I did hear some things about
Oh.
like, being in the healthcare. You know.
No,
But,
yeah, there's some people that are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just in it for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, definitely. Another thing I wanted to ask too is I saw your sweater.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when can we get some merch like that, or is that just for
Exclusive.
exclusive?
No, I know this girl that she does like embroidery,
Yeah.
clothing. So I can pass you the info.
Okay.
We actually know who she is.
Do we?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Small world.
I know. That's what even I said the same thing too.
Yeah. Small world. Okay.
But
Okay.
oh, I remember the question now.
Go ahead.
That's funny. So I was gonna say, imagine there's like they're just right there. So
A light bulb.
yeah, there we go. So now you're saying that like initially you wanted to be a nutritionist, just in case if esthetician wasn't like your biggest thing. Would you, if let's say your esthetician wasn't as successful as it is today, do you think you would have pursued the nutritionist? Or?
It was just like an idea I had in high school. I was more like, oh, like I might want to do this, but I always knew this was my number one thing.
But just in case if that wasn't going to be your number one, like, would you have gone back to that, or would you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, because the only reason I asked that is because I know with a lot of people, especially younger people, especially when they're going to, want to pursue a career, the biggest thing that I've always heard is that they always want to change majors. They always want to change different. They always want to change different work dynamics. If that makes sense. So I mean.
Yeah, I would have done it because I mean it's the same thing. Like I would be helping people lose their confidence. It's basically the same in a way.
Just different. Just a different. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's a
So.
big deal.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious about that one because, like I said, I know you brought that up in the beginning that you wanted to be that. So I was like, oh, maybe if this didn't work out, she must have wanted to go back on that.
Right.
So.
I did actually just think of a question. So when we were talking about a little bit earlier about like the products that you do use like in your store, like do you pay for that like out of pocket or do you have like in a current? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of pocket?
Yeah.
Alright. Does that like get like expensive or is it mostly like?
I can get it, but obviously I use a reasonable amount for each person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like dumping.
Right.
I'm very mindful of the amount of product I use.
Right.
Because either way, a small amount can go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though some people are like they
Yeah.
fill their hands with product, like that's so unnecessary.
Right.
That's how I feel about shampoo. I don't understand why people just like that. So.
I do like a good little
Dime
yeah,
slice.
dime like just in
That's all.
there. Yeah.
A little drip, just like that. So.
But now it's like the more you keep going, you'll probably get like vendors or something. You know what I mean? Like
That's what I look for.
yeah, like they just
Sponsor me.
sponsor you, plug you in, then you getting that stuff
There
for like
we go. Vendor sponsor her.
yeah.
On the third time, someone was like,
Yeah. This is good. Anything else?
No, I think I got everything that I had just to ask. So, audience, anything else?
Crickets.
Right.
The cricket noises. Well, there's the cats right there, see. So.
The cat's chilling. But no, that was everything that I had to ask. And if you don't got anything else to ask, I guess we can basically just wrap it up here.
Yeah.
So again, like thank you, Crystal, for joining us on this episode. Kind of being like our third person since Eric's couldn't join us. But
Wait, third person?
yeah.
Who was our second?
Nah, I meant our third, really, because Eric's not here.
Oh,
So
that's
she
what you meant.
yeah.
Okay, I was like,
You're like, wait, he's gonna get replaced?
no. I didn't mean it in that
Okay.
aspect. I meant more like.
You already forgot about Eric already.
Wow.
Sorry, Eric. But he just comes in. He's like, hold on. No, it's just it's because I thought you meant like guest wise. That's how I was like. I was like, wait a second, am I mathing right now?
Right.
So.
But no, yeah, appreciate you. Where could like everybody find you? They ever look to-
So that's what I was gonna bring up. If I can add a QR code
Mhm.
anywhere on the screen right now, that would be
QR.
great.
Here, I got you ready.
I'll have my website on there.
It just hits
Right
you in the
there.
face. So.
Social media, website, phone number, address, everything will be linked on that QR code.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll definitely put that down in the link, and maybe we can also like find a way to like put that QR code, like you just said, somewhere.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, like down there, you know, wherever it pops up, so you guys can check out her website, her social media platforms, and maybe even schedule a potential like future appointment. She does good work. As you can see, we're both witnesses, and we actually go. So
As you can see, her faces are beautiful.
well, you can definitely see she does good work. And also, you probably mentioned it, but you said like you're gonna actually be moving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
To Elgin.
Yeah, Elgin. Okay.
Elgin and
Yeah, moving up, and like getting more of your own space, right?
yes.
Okay.
Well, we wish you nothing but success in your future endeavors, and I mean, I know you'll definitely rise up in the ring. So
For
Thanks.
sure.
Appreciate it, and thanks for having me today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I like informing others, like I
Yeah.
said before. So
Yeah. We'll definitely inform everybody too, to also like make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves out there, and you know, getting all these extra services, you know, or if you're not getting them, if you're not getting them, make sure you start getting them, you know.
contact your local esthetician.
Yeah. Local doctor who can get you in contact with one, or just anything. Like you, for all the guys and girls out there who got girlfriends and boyfriends, like if you really love them, you would definitely put them on to something skincare. You know,
No matter how stubborn they are,
No matter how stubborn you
just
are.
do it.
And for the ladies, if you do got a guy who is using the same towel to shower and wipe their face, like you definitely need to go get him plugged with her, or
Just have him watch this video, and you got two guys over here explaining it. So,
yeah.
and then send us his address so we can kick his ass. No, just kidding.
No. But no, definitely. But yeah, I think that's about it for this episode.
Yep.
Again.
And like we always say, part of the plan is to entertain our fans. So.
Yep. And we thank Crystal again for being our guest and joining us today. And again, please like, subscribe, and also check out our other latest videos. We recently posted the auto show.
Yep.
And then we posted another episode too, right?
Yep,
Not too
we did.
long. So
Yep,
it was kind
we
of
did.
like back to back. Like we never really did that, but yeah, we still got some more stuff in tune. But again, like, subscribe, and keep supporting, and we'll keep these videos going. And without further ado, I think that's it. See you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.